like how the Kins thing has a little red thing around it. Have you ever noticed that? Yeah. Is that new? Yeah, I like it.
Like when you're live on.
Yeah, that way you know. And good evening. How are you doing this evening? Hope you're doing all right. Hey, if you've seen a few lightning strikes over to the east, it's not your imagination. We got a few thunderstorms. I'll show you the radar here in just a second. You know, yesterday or last night, I was talking about how we'd have a chance for a few isolated thunderstorms that would develop along a frontal boundary. I do think they'll probably dissipate here in the next hour, so your chances of getting rain are getting slimmer and slimmer. But at least we've got some out there. Well, thanks for streaming with us. We really appreciate it. It was a hot day today. It's going to be a hot day tomorrow. Do have a KENS 5 weather impact alert day for your Saturday. Same reasons. Heat index will be in excess of 105, anywhere from 105 to 110. Here in San Antonio today, we kind of got off a little lucky. The humidity was lower. I know if you were outside, you're probably like, no, it wasn't. Well, it was a little bit, but the heat index tomorrow will be somewhere probably between 105 and 110. There's not a heat advisory issue. There was one today, but there won't be one tomorrow. But still, we do have a KENS 5 weather impact alert day for tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at the temperatures. Outside right now, it's 87 degrees. The low this morning was 79. Record was 106, set back in 1953. It was definitely a hot one. Temperatures for the rest of this evening will be in the 80s, I think, now for the rest of the evening. Tomorrow morning's low will be somewhere around 79, 80 degrees, something like that. Okay, let's see if we still have a heat index out there. We do. The heat index is 89, but let's go roll back the clock to see what our maximum heat index was. 102, and that was at 6 p.m. The maximum heat index in New Braunfels today was 111. Hallettsville, about 111 as well. Gonzales, actually New Braunfels 112 at 5 o'clock. So yeah, we had some big heat index values today, especially our eastern counties, and that's why we did have a heat advisory. Again, we don't have one for tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at the radar. We've got a weak frontal boundary just off to the north and east, and some thunderstorms have developed along that frontal boundary. They were very isolated earlier this evening, but boy, they're coming together. Every time they try to make a movement to San Antonio, they tend to fall apart. We've got a flood advisory in effect from Seguin to around New Braunfels up to around Kyle. And you can see the thunder and lightning trying to make a push for San Antonio here. I really believe we're going to run out of time, but here in the next hour, it's going to be a close call, but some of us will pick up some rain. Let me zoom out again a little bit, and let's pause this. Yeah, raining pretty good right now between New Braunfels and Seguin, Gonzales County, down around DeWitt County, northern Wilson County, and some of, especially the eastern part of Bexar County, you should pick up a little bit of some rain before this totally dies out. Here over the next hour or two. And then tomorrow, I think this weak frontal boundary will be in place again tomorrow. And even though we've got an upper level ridge of high pressure right overhead and causing a sinking motion, this frontal boundary is kind of offsetting things a little bit. And so I think we'll see the same thing tomorrow with the chance for some showers and storms. That frontal boundary is going to be right on top of this. Now, it's going to be a lot weaker, but high temperatures in Dallas-Fort Worth today, I believe it was in the upper 80s. Didn't even reach 90. Yeah, they might have hit 90 degrees right on the dot, but 89 was the high Dallas-Fort Worth earlier this evening. So quite a difference. 89, 82 in Amarillo, 81 Oklahoma City, and we were in the upper 90s. All right, let's switch gears a little bit. Let's talk about the tropics. Hey, is it Lise? Yeah. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. Grace, hi, Paul. All these storms around San Antonio continue. No, they're going to fizzle out, but hopefully you will pick up a thunderstorm before they fizzle out. They'll be totally gone, I think, by 11 o'clock. What time is it right now? About 9:30. So give it just a little while longer, and they should totally fizzle out. Okay, out here in the tropics, we've got this cluster of showers and storms way out in the Atlantic. Looking pretty healthy, actually. We'll continue to move off to the west-northwest. There's a really good chance now, about a 70% chance that this will develop into our next named storm. And in a week's time should be somewhere pretty close to Hispaniola. That's around Haiti, Dominican Republic. Now, usually, as a rule of thumb, if this system passes south of Hispaniola, then it may work into the Gulf of Mexico. If it's north of Hispaniola, probably more of like a East Coast system. Right now, it looks like the high is going to be weaker to the north of it, so probably an East Coast system. But we got a lot of time to look at this. I mean, a lot of time, 7 to 10 days. So we'll just put that in our back pocket and see what happens there. I think we'll see more activity as we head towards the end of August and into September. So there'll be a lot to go around, unfortunately or fortunately, however you want to look at it. All right, so we've got high pressure in place. That ridge of high pressure for next week, I just don't see it going anywhere. Now, there's going to be a disturbance. A lot of the computer models are picking up on this for Tuesday and Wednesday. At this point, I think it's just going to be mainly dry, so I'm going to leave rain out for all week long with that ridge of high pressure. There's what might happen out there in the Caribbean and close to Hispaniola around the 14th or 15th. And notice how it looks like it's going to curve and either be an East Coast or a fish storm out in the Atlantic. But I do know this. I know that next week the ridge of high pressure should be really strong, and that should limit any kind of rainfall and give us really hot temperatures for next week. Matter of fact, mid next week into the end of next week and maybe in the next weekend, I think that's the 17th, it looks like we may be back for heat advisory. So August looks like it's going to be pretty hot until we get some rain in here. So temperatures tomorrow, I think we'll top out in the upper 90s, probably won't hit 100. And this is just one computer model. This is I believe this is the HRRR. Shows just isolated showers or thunder showers developing with the heating of the day, but very, very isolated. Probably less than what we're seeing out there this evening. Feels like temperature for tomorrow, again, anywhere between 105 and 110. National Weather Service doesn't have a heat advisory, but I mean, it's going to be hot, 105 to 110 for the heat index. So let's get right to the 14-day forecast. I may answer some more questions here. Let's see. Well, Lisa, I'm glad you're good. Let's see, Sandra, you got it. And I hope we don't have a hurricane in Texas. You know, I hope we don't either, really. But it looks like it's going to be one of those years that as we head into the latter part of August and into September, that the activity should really start to ramp up. And we've already had 2 landfalling hurricanes in the U.S. before August 5th. And there's only been a handful of times that that's happened. One of those was in 2005. And you know that was a really busy season. So, yeah, I'm expecting for things to really ramp up as we head towards the end of August and September. Let's see. Eric, hey. Will we get any rain this weekend? Don't count on it. Slim chances. And... yeah, very, very slim chances. Tuesday, sea breeze, I don't know. I'm very doubtful about that, to be honest with you. Sorry about that. All right, so here's what I do see happening. As we head through the weekend, it's going to be hot, upper 90s, 98, 99, nothing too drastic. I mean, our average high for this time of the year is 97. 10% chance of rain tomorrow. Don't count on it. Don't count on rain in your backyard. The upper level ridge of high pressure is still strong for Monday and Tuesday, but I've went ahead and put in a impact day for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because I think heat index values will once again be above 105 and high temperatures above 100. The next weekend, 17th and 18th, those may also be included as weather impact days as we get closer. And then the week of the 19th, it's going to be hot, seasonably hot. 97 to 100, and I'm reluctant to put in any rain chances. There are subtle things that may give us chances for rain, but I think right now they're so subtle that I don't want to get any hopes up. So I think it's best to just kind of leave any kind of rain chances out of the 14-day. For the most part, it's going to be hot. Hopefully you pick up a little bit of some rain tonight, maybe tomorrow, but other than that, I just don't see very, very good chances for rainfall. All right, we're getting close to the 10 o'clock. Grace, you've got it. You're welcome for the update, and September is the peak for hurricane season, no doubt about it. All right. Well, we had a lot on tonight, and I really appreciate you streaming with us. Have a great weekend, and make sure to watch us at 10 o'clock. All right. We'll see you later.